The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see I'm bad. You play me again, then I'm stat padding. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game what I've been dreaming this. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I appear in it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, you know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject that game nuts, better hang up the white flag. You fight back to your nameless, so tell me what the time say. Game time, why they think that they could ever outscore me?
Gets it through, here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man to beat, got it all day.
Still without risk control.
Doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
And this one hammered.
If you want to
Deep
test my
left.
grind,
Going,
better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Come on, third.
Check out the roof now. If I do fail, I don't have none to lose. So I'ma go until I crash to a new low. Still even then, I'll bounce back like I do. See how I facilitate it, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, and I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena. Just know I'm the home team. I pack out arenas and arenas. Never lose sight of where we from. So after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is. Cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus. Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down, I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd, play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm the only Dewey Herd here at the ballpark at Columbus for another broadcast of the varsity baseball team in 2026. And alongside me for the fun ride here tonight is Sammy Fisher. Welcome aboard, Sam.
Thank you, Dewey. Very glad to be here. I had the privilege and the honor to get to call a game with Scott yesterday, so I wasn't able to make it in here yesterday when you had that game, but very excited to be here today.
Yeah, I had to do yesterday's game solo, which was an exciting event. Went right down to the very last inning.
Yeah.
Beavers squeaked out the victory 4-3 and opened up the 2026 season with a victory and look to double up with another victory here tonight as they take on the Seneca Bobcats. And let's get right into our Box It and Lock It pregame show here, Sam, and start off with our 3 steps to success brought to us by Snap Fitness.
Got them up there on the screen for you.
All right, then the first step to success is extras. Don't give out extra outs. Find ways to get extra bases when you're out there on offense, and they'll make the outs that you need to mount. Don't give them any extra outs. So make them earn everything that they get out there. So that's why I went with extras. Got to find a way to get extra at bats and extra bases when you're on offense, and on defense you got to make sure that you make the good plays and get the outs that you're supposed to get.
Right, I mean, it all is going to, at the end of the day, come down to the execution, right? You don't want to force any mistakes, have any errors. These things, we like to call that beating yourself. That was something that, football, we had to work on that throughout the season, and so I do understand that in this game it's going to be very important to just make the plays necessary, and, you should come out here with a win.
So that's our first step to success. Our second step is going to be apply pressure. Make sure that you're keeping the runners close to the base on defense, and make sure that you're getting the ball in quickly from the outfield and just constantly applying pressure to your opponent here tonight.
Yeah, Dewey, and I do agree with that one too. I mean, it is very important to always apply the pressure, and I would even say, like, whenever you're on the base pads, being aggressive today, I think it's going to be pretty important that, we get very aggressive base runners, as we know that yesterday Corry didn't have very many hits, but, they were still able to win the game, just based off of being walked and, stealing some bases and advancing the runners. So going to be very important today to apply the pressure.
And then the last step to success is make them make plays. It kind of goes along with applying pressure. Make them make plays, round first base and look for second. Just make sure that you're making them make plays.
Right. And, it's some of those things that we also talked about in the first step to success. It's, when they're going to get some of those hits, right, have them, make those hits into the open zones. And, that's how they end up getting on base, not from – some kind of forced error. So make them make the plays necessary, whether they're batting or out in the field.
All right, that's going to lead us over to our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Game. We're going to go with number 7, our starting pitcher, Jeremiah Johnson, is our Spotlight Player of the Game here tonight. So look for him to have an impact on the game here, and he did well in yesterday's contest as well. I think, if I remember right, Sam, he played third base for us. And had a good showing on the defensive side, and yes, he did play third base. So look for him as he takes the hill here and gets warmed up. And we got to continue to keep things moving here and get to our J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors, the Seneca Bobcats. Leading off is going to be number 13, Bobby Farrell. He'll be playing shortstop. In the 2 spot is number 23, Max Campbell. He'll be at the hot corner, third base. In the 3rd spot is number 9, John Jewell. He'll be behind the dish catching. And the 4th spot is Jed Mack, number 37. He'll be at first base. Number 20 is in the 5th spot. That's Noah Szymanski, and he'll be on the hill for the Bobcats today. 28 is in the 6th spot. That's Caden Monroe, and he will be at second base. Number 5 in the 7th spot is RJ, or RT. Can't really tell the chicken scratching on this lineup card, but we're going to go with Orton. I can read that. He's in the 7th spot.
RJ sounds about right.
Well, it might be RT. I can't really.
I don't want to mess it up neither.
Anyways, we'll go with RJ. In the 8th spot is number 8, Anthony Wadarski, and he'll be in center field. So he's 8s across the board. He is number 8. He's batting in the 8th spot, and he's playing 8, which is center field.
Wow, triple 8s. All right.
Yep. And then the 9th spot is number 32, Ryder Percy, and he'll be in the right field position. And they have one substitute, number 2, Isaac Fluck. And he'll be starting on the bench, so I'm sure they'll get him in, as there's no JV game here today. We'll switch over to the Corry Beavers. So their starting lineup, we have number 1, Jackson, leading off. He'll be in center field. Number 2 is Moon. He'll be at short. Number 5 is Swan, batting third. He'll be in the third. He'll be at the hot corner at third base. Number 10 is Anderson. He's back over at first base in the 4th spot. In the 5th spot is number 20, Braswell. He'll be playing left field. He caught last night. Did a nice job behind the dish. Number 7 is our Corry High Red Spotlight Player of the Game, Johnson, on the hill for the Beavers in the 6th spot. In the 7th spot is number 11, Chelton. He'll be at second base. Number 9 is Schatz. He's out in right field. And number 15 is Lathrop. He'll be behind the dish for the Beavers tonight and doing the catching responsibilities for the Beavers. And those are your J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups for tonight's contest. And we're not going to have a Gladiator Law Firm anthem as we're ready for the Fox Family Insurance opening pitch here. As Farrell steps in, Johnson's going to fire it home, and it's upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, Dewey. Jeremiah Johnson, our spotlight player of the game. It's going to be very important for him to set the tone here in this game. Maybe make life easier here for your fielders out here.
And outside for ball 2, 2-0. Johnson working on the hill here. Comes set. Infield in a little bit. And it's outside for ball 3. 3-0.
Yeah, still trying to work that rhythm a little bit, seeing what he maybe can and can't get away with as far as the strike zone.
Well, he needs to put it in here. He's going to put somebody on first base. And that's right at the top of the zone, called strike, as Farrell was taken all the way there. Makes it 3-1. Or 3-1, I should say. Bobcats looking to get the leadoff man aboard. Something that we didn't see a lot of last night. And that was a tick low. It's going to be a Crossroads Fellowship walk for Farrell as he leads things off for the Bobcats, and there's one man aboard. That'll bring Campbell to the plate. And Johnson's going to have to deal with base runners already here early on in this contest. Swung on a miss for strike 1. That's a little bit upstairs. But we'll take it. Campbell helping Johnson out a little bit on that swing.
Yeah, for sure. As Jeremiah is trying to still find that strike zone here early.
Farrell gets a good lead over at first. And he's off and running on the pitch high. It's going to be a ball. And it gets in their second base, but it's going to be a little bit late. And Farrell gets himself into scoring position with a stolen base.
So it's good that Camden Moon, he was still able to still stop it there, right? You know, instead of like forcing some kind of error and then runner potentially goes on to third. So
swung on a miss there. And the ball gets by Lathrop to the backstop, and the runner's going to advance down to third.
Dewey, I still can't believe that you don't believe in the commentator's curse. Because, well, that one might be on me.
For what?
Well, because there was a pass ball, as soon as I had mentioned that, we might have had some kind of fortune there that Camden Moon stopped the ball.
Here comes Johnson, delivers home, and it's a Rossbecker strikeout as Campbell's down with a swing and miss there. And that's the first Vern's Garage out of the inning here. Bobcats looking to get on the board, have a runner all the way around to third. As Jewell will step in here, starting catcher for the Bobcats. Johnson comes set on the hill. Looking right at the runner at third. And that was a little upstairs for ball 1. Jewell lays off of it.
Yeah, umpires checked with each other, confirms he did not go.
I didn't see him ask, but sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Johnson Delivers to home. Again, that's upstairs. Ball 2, 2-0. Right now, Johnson just needs not to worry about that runner at third. Focus on the batter here. Get that ball into the strike zone. Get this second out here. And misses wide of the dish, 3-0.
Yeah, Johnson's got himself in a little bit of a hole right now, but I mean, like you said, just got to focus on getting this one in the strike zone. A Rossbacker strikeout would be huge here.
And that's just outside for ball 4, so another Crossroads Fellowship walk. We'll put 2 aboard here. Runner on first, runner on third, 1 out. Szymanski will come to the plate here. Starting pitcher for the Bobcats, as he'll look to help himself out with a stick in hand. See if he can get a lead for the Bobcats even before he takes the hill. And now they're signaling from the dugout. Lathrop gives the signals to the Beavers. Beavers could use a double play here to get out of this inning. You want to try and keep that runner at first. You don't let him slide down to second. And that was just outside. I'm sorry, this is Mack. This is J. Mack up the bay, not Szymanski. My bad on that.
That's good correction, Dewey.
Mack is the first baseman for the Bobcats. Runner's off from first, and it gets by Lathrop. Play at the plate here. Flips it, and Johnson can't field it cleanly, and the run will score from third.
I mean, almost had him on there, Dewey. Just couldn't.
Lathrop did a good job to recover that and get it to the plate. Had to play at it, and I believe that was ball 2.
I believe that was ball 2. I just didn't have it on here.
So the Bobcats with a 1-0 lead here, and the runner also advanced down to second. And that's ball 3, okay. Two straight batters in a row here with a 3-0 count. 1 run home already. Johnson coming set on the hill. And he puts it right down center street for a called strike. And sometimes just finding that strike zone helps you out, and you can start putting more in there.
That's right. Especially when it's most important too. You already understand that you can't let up a walk here, and so finding the strike zone is important.
And that's going to be wide of the dish, and it's going to be another Crossroads Fellowship walk. That's the third one of the inning. And the Bobcats continue to put runners aboard. And we're going to take a Jim's Automotive timeout here as one of the Beaver coaches is going to come out and have a chit-chat with Johnson on the hill here as the whole infield comes in as well. Just the 1 out, 1 run home, but Bobcats really looking to make this a big inning here as they would like to get a couple more runs in.
Right, and going back to the 3 steps to success, I think that there's just so many things that the Beavers so far in the first inning they could absolutely clean up here, and really it does start here on the mound, right? You don't want to put them in a position where they don't really have to make any plays, right? They can just get on base, walk, and then next thing it comes down to some of the aggressive base running, and it's just not a very great strategy to win here, and so we'll see what kind of adjustment they made coming out of that timeout.
Well, here we go, back to action. Now Szymanski will step in for the Bobcats, starting pitcher. And again, Johnson just off the dish for ball 1. Bobcats with 2 runners aboard here, first and second. And there it is. Good pitch there from Johnson. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Defense is right at regular playing depth here. overcast day here. We did not get our Harvest Community Church weather forecast in.
No, I was looking forward to it, Dewey.
I had it all queued up, and we didn't use it, so my apologies for that.
It's okay. Scott didn't have it yesterday neither, so. You know, if it makes you feel any better.
2-1 on the batter, Szymanski. Johnson comes set on the hill. And Szymanski swings through it for strike 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's what Johnson needs to do. He needs to put them in the strike zone here, make them make a play, make them put it into play. And there it is, another Rosbecker strikeout, and there's 2 away. That was a big out. Vern's Garage out. And just giving up the 1 run is going to be huge here. As number 28, Monroe, will step in here, the second baseman for the Bobcats, batting left-handed. Johnson will come set on the hill. That goes straight to the backstop. Lathrop scoops it up, and nobody's going to have a play anywhere. And both runners will advance down to second and third on the pass ball.
Well, Dewey, I mean, the good news for the Beavers is that there's 2 outs on the board right now. So if you can make a play somewhere, then, which, you know, should be all 3 bases here, you should be okay to escape the inning.
Swung on a miss. That would have been ball 2. Monroe helping him out. Johnson checks the runners and comes set on the hill. And that was inside for ball 2, 2-1. Again, Johnson checks the runners. He'll come set. Paints the outside corner to even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely wants to give him something to look at here, something that maybe, you know, at least looks like it could be in the strike zone.
Well, here it comes. And it's another Rosbecker strikeout as Johnson strikes out the side here. Only gives up the 1 run, gives up 3 walks. And we'll head to the bottom of the first right after a few words from some of our sponsors. So we'll be back right after this.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands. I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
The mission at Crossroads Fellowship is to invite people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus Christ and to build a vibrant, loving community where all can experience His grace and truth. They are committed to being a place where everyone, regardless of background, can encounter the hope, peace, and purpose found in Jesus. Through authentic worship, compassionate service, and a genuine connection, Crossroads Fellowship aims to inspire and equip people to follow Jesus Christ and share His love with the world. Crossroads now offers 2 Sunday services starting at 9 a.m. and at 10:45 a.m. Children and youth care are provided complete with clearances. Crossroads Fellowship, we're better with you here. 17721 Route 89 in Corry.
It's the Fox Family Insurance Kickoff. Fox Family Insurance is your local team of experts for all things Medicare. They can help you through the Medicare maze, whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement. Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help you with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union Building on on North Center Street in Corry.
Hey everybody, my name is Cameron Atha. I am the lead pastor here at Harvest Community Church, right here in Corry, PA, inviting you to come hear the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ. Here at Harvest, we live on mission to love God, to love others, and to make disciples. We hope to see you this Sunday at 627 Worth Street in Corry, PA.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher here on the switch as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning.
Yep, something like that.
First inning brought to us by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. The Bobcats got one run in the top of the first, and Beavers lead things off here with Jackson, our center fielder, to see if he can't get things rolling here and get that run back and then maybe some more. Szymanski on the mound for the Bobcats. And it's ball one as it's just at the bottom of the zone. And the Beavers going to have to be patient batting here today. Make Szymanski throw strikes. And he has kind of a funky delivery there, Sam. I don't know if you noticed it. It's kind of like a three-quarter, almost a sidearm delivery as he slides that one in there for a called strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson waiting patiently in the box. And he's all over that inside pitch and ripped it foul over the top of the left field bleachers and up against the school. And that's going to put him in the hole 1-2 now. That's what I mean about the Beavers going to have to be patient here. Get that timing. That's going to be a good opportunity to make some good contact. And that was just outside for ball 2, 2-2. The Beavers have a good opportunity to really drive the ball here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, the last pitch, it looked like it was a little bit close on that. But either way.
Hit down the third base line. Third baseman knocks it down. Throw to first. Not in time. It rolls all the way to the fence. And he's going to take off to second. Jackson's going to get in there, standing up. So a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit and reaches second base on the throwing error. And the Beavers have the leadoff man aboard and in scoring position.
And that was just a great hit there, Dewey. I mean, third baseman was, had made a good play, trying to stop the ball and get the catch, see if he could make the throw to first, but just didn't quite make it there. And so
Campbell was able to knock it down and make an attempt to throw to first. And there's Moon, hits it right to him again. And it bloops off of him, and he's going to be smart and hold it. That doesn't allow the runner to advance down to third. And we're going to have back-to-back infield hits here. J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hits by Jackson and Moon. And the first two men are aboard here. And Moon wasted no time. That was the first pitch he saw on that at-bat. And he drilled it down to Campbell at third. And he did a good job of smothering it and keeping it from going into the outfield. But a balk is going to be called against the Szymanski. And that will advance the runners for the Beavers down to second and third.
Well, I mean, maybe a little bit of applying the pressure, right? One of the 3 key steps to success.
Swan here batting for the Beavs. Looks at a called strike as he's moved all the way up in the batter's box. Much warmer today than it was last night. About 12 degrees warmer.
Yeah, that's for sure. It is much warmer today, and I'm still thankful to be in a box. So.
And Swan fouls that off down to third base side. And Swan in the hole 0-2 now, so he's really going to have to be particular about the pitches that he swings at here. You don't want to beat that first out. You got 2 runners in scoring position here. I'm sure he'd like to drive at least one of them in. A base hit would score 2 and get the Beavers their first lead of the night. And that is a little bit outside for ball 1.
Yeah, I mean, in a 0-2 count gives the pitcher the ability to try to throw one of those pitches, whether it's a curveball or something that's maybe you know, a little bit tough to swing on here. And
A waste pitch.
yeah, there you go, Dewey. You picked me up.
That's going to be blooped into center field. And it's going to get by the center fielder. And Swan's around first, heading to second. Both runs are going to score, and Swan's still chugging. He rolls all the way out to center field as they're going to throw it in, and it's going to be a Lee-Com Corry Memorial Hospital home run for Swan as he motored around the bases.
Wow, what a shot. What a shot. And, you know, he was battling in the count there, you know, had to get back. He was down 0-2 in that, and then found himself swinging, and, well, you know, it paid off there. He had found the hole right in front of the center fielder, and 3 runs just like that, Dewey.
Poked it out there, you know, put it into play, made them make a play, and the center fielder misplayed it, and it rolled almost all the way to the fence. As Anderson steps into the plate now, takes outside for ball 1. Our lone left-handed hitter in the lineup.
Lone left-handed hitter?
Yep, we only have one.
I feel like that is kind of rare, though.
And he sharply hits it to second base. It's scooped up, and they make the 4-3 put out for the first out here. 1 away. Monroe makes a nice play at second base there, gobbled up that grounder, and makes the Verns Garage out. Braswell will step up to the plate now. See if the Beavers can reload here and put some more base runners on. And Szymanski misses outside with ball 1.
The Beavers definitely have those bats heating up right now.
3 consecutive hits in a row there to lead things off. Jackson, Moon, and Swan all got hits. Anderson hit into a 4-3 put out. This one's hit to short, and it's going to be a 6-3 put out for the second out here. And we're right into the game now. Everybody getting involved and making plays.
Yeah, the infield is also, you know, tightening up a little bit. Some of those throws are a little bit easier than the one that the third baseman has to make, but still, you know, corralling the ball cleanly and making the plays at first.
And that pitch misses outside to Johnson, who has stepped into the plate now. Our Corey Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Game. Looking to see if he can start a little 2-out magic here. Szymanski having himself a long inning. Bounces it in there for ball 2, 2-0. Sammy, I dressed in layers tonight. I've got 3 layers on. I might have to peel one off. It's getting kind of warm in this booth here.
Yeah, no, it is not that cold in here, Dewey.
Oh, Johnson took a good hack at that one. Came up empty. Moves the count to 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you too much. You know, I just got word that it was last night, Dewey. So, you know, I'll give you a little bit of grace.
Ooh, that just caught the mesh. I thought it was coming up here to us. But Johnson fouls it off. That'll even a count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Szymanski has him set up, looking to get out of the inning. Szymanski comes set on the hill. He'll deliver to home. And Johnson goes down, gets it, bloops it into center field. It's going to land in there with another J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit. And here comes the 2-out magic here. That'll get the Beavers another at-bat here as Chelton will come up to the dish. And we're going to have a courtesy runner here for our starting pitcher. And it looks like that's Kraza coming into the ballgame to be the courtesy runner. So 2 down here. 3 runs already home here for the Beavers as they have a 3-1 lead now. Szymanski working from the stretch now. And Szymanski puts it in there for a called strike. Shelton batting here for the Beavs. See if he can extend this inning a little bit more. Kraza was off and running, but Shelton fouled it off for strike 2. Kraz is going to have to come back to first base. Shelton waiting in the box now. Kraz at first. The low ball, and Kraza is going to be there safe. The throw was there in time, but when they applied the tag, the ball popped out of the glove, and Kraza into second base with a stolen base.
Yeah, I mean, second baseman just couldn't corral it, but if he would have, it looked like he would have got Kraza out on that. He was all over and got there before he did.
1-2 on the batter, Shelton. Kraza with a good lead. And there's a Ross Becker strikeout as Shelton down on strikes, and that will do it here for the first inning. Beavers get 3 after the Bobcats got 1, and Beavers lead it 3-1 heading into the top of the second.
Since 1945, Corry Manufacturing Company has been developing processes in the manufacturing of aircraft and gas turbine components. Their specialties are assemblies that supply air, water, fuel, and oil to the engine. Corry Manufacturing has been voted Best Manufacturing Employer in Corry and is celebrating their 80th anniversary of manufacturing excellence. They are hiring for many positions and would like you to come and join the team. Contact the Human Resources Office today at 814-664-9611. At Kitchen Village, custom isn't just what we do, it's who we are. With 35 years of experience, we bring your dream kitchen or bath to life, built around you. Our expert team handles everything: design, build, and finish with precision and care. Call Kitchen Village today at 814-964-4684 or visit us at www.kitchenvillage.com. Kitchen Village, let's create something custom just for you.
Are you tired of your car's heating and air conditioning not working, especially in this crazy Pennsylvania climate? Give us a call, 814-664-9602, or stop on down to Jim's Automotive at 13250 Route 6. Let us get the parts and tools you need to get it repaired. Don't forget, we have gas, diesel, off-road diesel, kerosene, non-ethanol, and propane. Get it all in one stop.
Thank you for your business.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. We're in the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Bobcats is going to be Orton, the left fielder for the Bobcats, as they're in the hole now, 3-1. And Johnson back out on the hill to start the second inning. Second inning brought to us by Epiphany's Emporium. I like it. And Johnson starts it off with a called strike.
Yeah, that was a heater, Dewey. I mean, this looks a little bit different than some of the pitches that we were just watching, and wow.
Swung on a miss for strike 2. And sometimes just getting comfortable into a game helps you relax, and then you're just able to perform.
Right, and, you know, it's got to help whenever you ride the wave of momentum that Corry had there at the bottom of the first. You know, you had gave up one run, gave up a couple other walks and stuff in the top of the first inning, but you know, here with a lead.
And there's a Ross Becker strikeout, got him looking, and that's the Vern's Garage first out of the inning.
And he does have a couple of those too now. I do believe that should be his third Ross Becker strikeout. Fourth?
That's his fourth. He struck out the side in the first. He did give up 3 walks, but he did strike out the side.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This will bring Wadarski to the plate for the Bobcats. And there it is. Johnson's finding a rhythm here. He's really coming after these Bobcats in this top of the second. Pumping in the strikes left and right here. And that was down low for ball one. Evens count 1 ball, 1 strike. Beaver Nation out in full force in the left-hand parking lot there. And that's outside for ball 2. 2-1 now on the batter. Swung on a miss. And that'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And just by putting the ball in there close to the zone, just forces the batter into making good swings at the ball and put the ball in the play.
Right.
If they don't come up with it and they swing through it, then it's an easy called strike. And that's going to be down low for ball 3. And that's our first full count of the game. And that means we have a Mons Merch payoff pitch upcoming.
I was waiting for it. I just wanted to make sure that it was the same here in baseball, and it is. So.
And that's outside for ball 4. And that'll be another Crossroads Fellowship walk for the Bobcats. As they don't get the leadoff man aboard, but they do get the second batter on to base paths. So Johnson's going to have to go back to work on the hill here from the stretch and deal with runners. And that was up high to Percy for ball 1. Percy, number 9 hitter. Then it's back to the top of the order with Farrell, waiting on deck, who walked his first time up. So Johnson really needs to focus in on this number 9 batter and find a way to get another Vern's Garage out. That was swung through and missed for strike 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I got the batter reaching for that one a little bit. I mean, swing looked a little bit awkward as he couldn't quite find the ball.
I'd like to say he didn't bend his knees and it was all arm swing. Outside for ball 2, as Lathrop's not shy about throwing down to first base. Checked the runner there. He got back in safely, is Wodarski. 2-1 on the batter, Percy. As Johnson will come set on the hill. And he'll check the runner at first, gets by the first baseman. But the Bobcat laying flat on his stomach there, not able to get up and get down to second. So Anderson able to get that loose ball and get it back to the pitcher. Nothing hurt there.
Yeah, crisis averted for sure.
Swung on a miss for strike 2. That'll even account 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think that, you know, if Johnson can just find the strike zone here, he might be in some good shape.
And it's a Ross Becker strikeout as Percy swings through it. And there's 2 away. We have yet to see the Bobcats put a ball in play. It's been all strikeouts or walks. And it's back to the top of the order with Farrell. He walked his first time up, came around and scored the only run for the Bobcats in that first inning. And that was outside for ball 1. I don't think Johnson's really missed it by a whole lot.
No.
He's close to the plate, but he's got to find a way to move it over 6 inches and catch a little corner.
Right, and I do think that he is, like, aiming for it in a way, you know, and I just...
And that was up high for ball 2, 2-0.
I mean, maybe he's throwing it a little bit too hard. I don't know what it is.
Overthrowing it?
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, but either way, once he gets in that rhythm, you know, it'll be very hard to figure him out.
There it is, bottom of the zone, called strike. Pushes it to 2-1. Johnson again will come set on the hill. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Throw down to second. Not in time. And Wodarski in there with a stolen base as he gets down to second. So they get down into scoring position. Got 2 outs here. And Farrell in a 2-2 count. Johnson down low. And that pushes the count full. We'll have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming. Johnson will come set on the hill. And that's inside for ball 4. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk. Sam, it continues. It's either a strikeout or a walk.
Yeah, and it really does feel like it's kind of 50-50 right now. You don't really know what you're going to get, but the truth is that Jeremiah Johnson is battling right now on the mound, and you know, if he can find a way to maybe get some of those pitches like the payoff pitch, if he can find a way to get those inside the strike zone, we would have a total different ball game.
There he is. Opens up this at-bat here with Campbell with a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Campbell struck out his first time up back in the first inning. Johnson comes back with a ball outside to even a count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson again will come set. And just a tick low for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, you definitely don't want to give up a walk here, Dewey, as that would load up the bases.
Oh, puts it in there. Campbell doesn't pull the trigger, and it's a called strike, pushing the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. And with 2 away here, Johnson can get out of the inning. He'll come set on the hill. And it's a Ross Becker strikeout. Swung through it. And the Beavers get out of danger here with giving up a couple of walks. But we'll head to the bottom of the second. Beavers still leading 3-1.
Vern's Garage is your local one-stop shop for all your auto repair needs. Family owned and operated in Corry for over 50 years, Vern's offers general auto repair, Piaa inspection, emission testing, and front-end alignments. Vern's is located at 10460 Route 426 in Corry. Give them a call today to schedule your auto repair at 814-664-9446. Vern's Garage, your local one-stop shop for all your auto repair needs.
The Education and Training Center at Pitt Titusville lives through the stories we tell, the experiences we provide, and the lives we empower. We serve high school and adult learners in Crawford, Venango, Warren, Mercer, Forest, and Erie counties. Visit etc.pitt.edu to learn about our workforce options that can be completed in 2 years or less, including 6-week certificate programs. Again, that's etc.pitt.edu to learn more about how we can help you go far, go fast, go succeed.
Need a reliable contractor? Sawyer Builders General Contracting is your local expert. Sawyer Builders handles new construction, remodels, garages, roofing, and more. Quality work, on time, and within budget. Call Talon today at 814-462-4628. Sawyer Builders. Let's build your dream together.
Hey, welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher here on the call today. We're at the ballpark at Columbus, and the Beavers are enjoying a 3-1 lead here after an inning and a half, Sam, as they come to bat here at bottom of the second. Brought to us by Epiphany's Emporium. Leading off is Shots. He's playing right field for the Beavers tonight. And Szymanski pitching for the Bobcats, misses outside with ball one.
Yeah, and the Beavers are going to look to continue to get those bats rolling yet again. They were able to get 3 runs there in the first, and if they can extend that lead here in the second inning, that'd be big. Shot out to center.
Big hit, and it's going to get over to center field. There's Shots around second, or first, heading into second, and in with a head-first slide. He'll have a double. A Sawyer's Builder double to lead things off here in the bottom of the second.
Center fielder just kind of misjudged that one in the air.
That was a high fly ball to straightaway center field as Lathrop will step up to the plate now. And in back-to-back innings, the Beavers have the leadoff man aboard here, Sam. And that's what you need to do. You need to apply that pressure, make him make a play. And Szymanski puts it in there for a called strike on Lathrop. Then it's back to the top of the order with Jackson, who awaits on deck. The top 3 batters for the Beavers in the first all came around and scored. All had hits. And Lathrop finds himself in a hole 0-2 here as Szymanski puts it in there.
Yeah, decided last second there that he didn't like it, didn't want to swing on it, but appeared to already be in that full swing.
Outside for ball one. Push the count to 1-2. And Shots is getting a tremendous jump down there at second base. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. He is getting a huge jump. Big lead down there.
And I do like the strategy. It's an aggressive play.
And it's a Rossbecker strikeout on Lathrop, but Shots gets down to third base. That's the first out of the inning. Vern's garage out. But Shots all the way down to third base with that stolen base on that play. And it's back to the top of the order with Jackson stepping up to the plate here for the Beavers. And he fouls it off first base side. First pitch swinging. He's 1 for 1 on a day. Had a base hit his first time up on a 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, that was a line drive to third base the last time he was up at bat, and he would definitely look to get a base hit here so he can send somebody home.
And Szymanski having none of it. Puts it in there for a called strike. He's out in front 0-2 now.
Yeah, he said, not so fast. 0-2 is the count. You have to dig yourself out of the hole.
Well, Szymanski's been throwing strikes here today. He's done a good job of putting it around the strike zone. That's off the dish for ball one. Push the count to 1-2. Beavers have hit the ball well through an inning and a third. I've got it scored as 4 hits in the first with 3 runs scored and a double here in the second. So 5 hits through an inning and a third. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, they've been rolling.
That's fouled straight back over the top of the press box here. Count stays at 1-2.
Continues the fight here. Stays in the count.
Szymanski working from the stretch here. And again, Jackson fouls it over the top of the press box here. Count stays at 1-2.
This kind of feels a little bit similar to the last time that Jackson was at bat, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I'm not sure how many he had fouled off, but I know that you had mentioned it was a 2-2 count when he got that hit. So
that's going to be an HBP as that pitch inside got a little bit too much of the gray jersey. And that'll put Jackson down to first base. So runners on the corners here for the Beavers as Moon come up. He's seen a total of one pitch today, and he drilled it down to third base.
One, yeah, for sure. That was all that it took for him to like it and swing on it, and had a single from it.
So Szymanski will come set on the hill. And that pitch is inside as Moon turns to get away from it, but Jackson down to second base with a stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position here for the Beavers. And I think Jackson took off before Szymanski even delivered to home plate.
Yeah, he did. He was still in pitching motion.
And that's going to be stroked into center field. Another J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit. Bounces off the center fielder. It's going to score 2. The center fielder does recover in time to keep Moon at first. But it's another J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit for Moon. And the Beavers stretch their lead out to 5-1.
Yeah, Camden Moon just keeps the hitting parade rolling. He was able to get a single in the first inning, and you know he's been a nice catalyst here for the Beavers. You know, when you're looking for answers, he seems to have them.
And stepping up to the plate now is Swan. And it's a called strike at the top of the zone as he took the pitch. Moon steals second. No, it was a called strike. Swan with an 0-1 count here. Had an inside the park Lecom Corey Memorial Hospital home run back in the first. And then another block's going to put Moon down to third. Szymanski working on his technique on the hill. It's cost him a couple of bases. Swan waiting in the box here. And that's down low. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Swan able to hold off of that pitch as it just died about 4 feet before the plate. Had the hands loaded,
Yeah.
just didn't go through with it.
Right.
Did a nice job of holding them back. Pushes an account to 2-1. And that's going to be upstairs. Good job by the catcher to get that one corralled, not allowing it to go to the backstop as Moon was itching to come home.
Yeah, and with Camden Moon's speed as well, you kind of assume that, yeah, he probably would have taken that one.
So Swan will settle back in the box here. Szymanski comes set on the hill. And that's inside. And Swan has worked himself aboard with a Crossroads Fellowship walk, and we have runners on the corners.
Yep, runners on the corners. I expect, first to try to steal second here as there's a timeout that was called.
Yeah, Jim's automotive timeout on the field as the Bobcat coach coming out. I don't know if he's going to make a pitching change or not. They have a short lineup to work with, so
right.
You're really going to have to figure out what arm you're going to go with if you're going to make a pitching change here. But coach coming out just chit-chatting, it looks like. Seeing what they want to do. I don't know what their schedule is for the rest of the week, but kind of stuck in a pickle here. You got to find a way to throw strikes. And by walking guys, you just prolong the innings and your pitch count gets driven up too. So just it's an all-around battle all the way across the board.
Yeah, and can you refresh my memory real quick? How many pitches is it until you have to make a change?
I believe it's somewhere around 90.
Okay.
It's a correlation between how many pitches you throw with how many days rest you have to have before you can throw again. So if you throw 85 or above, then you have to have 2 or 3 days rest before you can throw again. If you come in and you throw 40 pitches, you need 1 day of rest, or so on and so forth. I don't know exactly the stream of it, but that's what it is. No matter, depending on how many pitches you throw, determines how many days rest you have before you can throw again.
Yeah, well, I mean, thank you for that. I actually didn't know that they had split it up like that as well, but you know, it does make sense. Try to save their arm and see what the Bobcats can do.
Oh, they had Swan kind of stuck here, and he's in a pickle. Moon kind of going to come into home too, and there's not going to be any throw at home as Moon will score, and Swan's still stuck in a pickle. And he's going to slide in there and get into second base with a stolen base.
Nice job.
The accordion
run again.
And nobody covering third as Swan takes off. Nobody covering third, and the catcher comes back to cover home. Intelligent base running there by Swan as he gets all the way around to third base as everybody in the infield was in the train there trying to get him out in the pickle between first and second.
Yeah, very intelligent base running. Sent Camden home, and he was able to get himself to third as well.
And Anderson steps in and doesn't even have to take a ball here to get those runs in. He'll take a ball outside for ball one. He hit into a 4-3 putout his first time up back in the first. Szymanski stays in the ball game here on the hill and puts it in there for a called strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Beavers scored 3 in the first, 3 more here in the second as their offense has clicked in rather quickly here today. And just 1 out here in the second. So the Beavers looking to put some more on as Anderson takes a healthy cut at that one, came up empty, and that will push the count to 1-2. Beavers in the gray jerseys and pants today with the orange pinstripes. Bobcats in the solid black unis here as Anderson takes inside, ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beavers back in action again on Friday here at home at the ballpark at Columbus, taking on the Dragons of Warren. So that'll be another 4:30 start time on Friday.
I believe I should be with you on Friday,
I'm looking forward to it, Sam.
Yeah, me too. You know, it's always fun being with you.
Oh, Anderson down on him with a Ross Becker strikeout as he went fishing and come up empty. And there's 2 away here now. 1 duck on the pond out there, Sam. I'd like to get it in. I'm being greedy tonight.
Right.
With a 6-1 lead, I want 1 more.
Yeah, well, you know, after you've seen the intelligent base running the Swan had, you just have to, you know, root for the kid to go out there and get home, right?
And Braswell takes outside for ball 1. He hit it with 6-3 put out his first time up back in the first. So Szymanski looking to get out of this inning. And that's upstairs for ball 2, 2-0. Good patience by Braswell as he looks to get that run in from third. Look for him to drive a ball to the outfield here. He come up big, or come up with empty on that big swing. Pushes the count to 2-1.
Yeah, and that was a big swing indeed, and if that does connect, that could be a problem here for the Bobcats.
And that's going to be in the dirt And Swan's going to stay put at third as the count goes to 3-1.
Well, great job for the Bobcats. Just, catcher was able to get back there in time. Pitcher knew exactly what the situation was, ran up immediately, and prevented that go-ahead run.
Braswell puts that one back into the backstop, so the count will go full, and we will have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming. And that's going to be down low for ball 4. A Crossroads Fellowship walk for Braswell. And with Beavers have runners on the corners. And we'll see how long Braswell stays at first.
Yeah, right. And, it is a little bit of a risk if you want to go and push second because you know that you have 2 outs and, another out could effectively end the inning. But at the same time, they haven't been able to make that play at second, so why not?
Jeremiah Johnson steps in here. And he belts it through the left side. A J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit for Johnson. And he gets that run in from third. And he's 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, very first pitch that he had looked at, swung on it, and, you had said, yeah, I don't know how long, we're going to have the runner at first base. Well,
Braswell was off on the pitch, too. So
you had to look into the future, Dewey.
Shelton will come to the dish now. He's the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning for the Beavers as they batted all the way around the lineup. And he'll take outside with ball 1. Popped it up on the infield. First baseman comes in and makes the catch, and that will do it for the Beavers here in the second. They pile on 4 more, and will take a 7-1 lead into the top of the third.
Box It and Lock It offers indoor climate-controlled self-storage units and portable self-storage containers. With 3 locations in Clymer, Corry, and Jamestown, Box It and Lock It has a storage solution to meet your needs. Both of our indoor climate-controlled locations feature automatic motion sensor lighting, 24/7 video monitoring, online rentals and bill pay, phone app access to the facility, and 24/7 access via our high-tech keypad and kiosk rental systems. Box It and Lock It also offers portable self-storage containers that can be delivered to your front door or place of business. Let us bring the storage facility to you. Store on site at our location or have us move your container to a destination of your choice. Contact us today at 855-450-3990 and visit our website at www.boxitandlockit.com. Also, find us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sam Fisher here on the broadcast tonight, and we are in the top of the third inning, and we have a pitching change to talk about, Sam, as Jackson has climbed a hill for the Beavers. Johnson has slid over to third base. And Jackson was in center field, and I think that's Wyatt Swan out there in center. So Swan goes from third and in the top of the, from third base, and the top of the third, he's going to go out to center field. So that's all the changes. And as Jackson gets warmed up, we're going to thank a couple of sponsors here. The Corry Baseball Boosters asked me to thank some sponsors for them that have helped out the baseball team. We'll start with Corry Subway, Corry Lumber, Corry Counseling of Lecom, Crotty Chevrolet, Dynasty Construction, D&R Transport, Corry Collision Center, Corry Manufacturing, Corry Central Labor Club, Mons Merch, Armco Credit Union, Corry Fabrication, Corry Federal Credit Union, J.H. Napa Auto Parts, and the Corry Moose Club. So thank you to all of those sponsors for sponsoring Corry Baseball, as they wanted us to give them a little shout out and say thank you for being baseball sponsors. And also a couple of them are also sponsors of DH Experience, so we'd like to say thank you to them as well.
Yeah, thank you to all of those sponsors. You know, they help provide, you know, for you know, a lot of different things. You know, these players get to have a lot of great luxuries, and obviously we have a lot of great toys up here. So
here we are, top of the third. Leading off for the Bobcats is Jewell, as Jackson still looking to deliver his first pitch. And now Jackson will deliver inside with ball one. Bobcats are yet to put a ball into play. And that's off the dish for ball two, 2-0. Jeremiah Johnson ends up with 6 strikeouts. As Jewell swings through that pitch for strike one, 2-1 on him. Johnson also had 5 walks. 6 walks. No, 5 walks. 5 walks. That's lifted high in the air. Let's get out of play. And that'll push the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to strike out all the batters in both the innings. Well, not all the batters. You know what I mean. Get 6 Rossbacker strikeouts.
Jackson misses down low with ball 3. That's going to push the count full. And we will have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming.
This would be a big Rossbacker strikeout for Jackson if he can get the batter to swing. Oh. Umpire disagrees with our count. Okay.
It is a full count. We will have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll argue with you. That's outside for ball 4, and it's a Crossroads Fellowship walk for the Bobcats as they get the leadoff runner aboard here in the 3rd inning.
I mean, I'm sure that Jackson would have been okay with it being 2-2.
I'm sure he would have.
Yeah.
Give him an extra pitch to work with. The Cafaros Custom Butchering 3rd inning of play here, as Mack will step up to the plate here for the Bobcats. He walked his only time up, and his second one is going to be an HBP. First pitch of the at-bat, and the first 2 batters are aboard here. And the Bobcats starting to make a little noise here as the Beavers give them a free pass down to first base.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be able to force them to swing and, you know, make a play at some point here. And
well, we're into the 3rd inning, and they've only hit 1 hard ball, and it was a foul ball. UTEC's body shot foul ball, and they've come up empty with everything else as Szymanski swings through that pitch for strike 1. And again, swings through the second pitch. Szymanski in the hole, 0-2 now. Jackson comes set on the hill. He gets by Lathrop. The runners are going to advance to 3rd and 2nd. Pass ball will put runners into scoring position here, 2nd and 3rd. Szymanski in the hole, 1-2. As Jackson looks to get the first out of the inning. And that's hit into center field. It's going to land in front of Swan. It's going to be a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit, and it'll score 1. And that's the first hit of the day for the Bobcats. It's going to be an RBI single.
And that's big for the Bobcats because, like I said, I mean, we wanted to force them into making a play, and they did on that hit, dropping it right in front of the center fielder, and now runners on the corners here and no outs.
Yeah, Monroe comes up to the plate. He struck out his first time up to end the first inning. Struck out on a 2-2 count and swings through the first pitch for strike one. Popped up down the third base side, and that'll find the parking lot. And it'll go for a little joyride out into the front of the school.
Yeah, it's not quite like the bleacher music we have the luxury of hearing at the
we get
softball field.
We don't get any of that over here.
No. Scott had revealed to me that actually it was you that had came up with that term.
The bleacher music?
Yeah. Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, I did say bleacher music, though. I don't know if I'll take full credit for it or not, but Monroe's worked the count here to 1-2. Looking to get another guy in here. Cutting into that big lead the Beavers have. 7-2 is the lead right now. Jackson on the hill, throwing strikes, and it's another Rosbecker strikeout. Throw him out, tag him out. Oh, got underneath the tag. That's a good throw by Lathrop. But runner will get down to second base as he got underneath the throw there. And there's one away.
Yeah, that was a good throw. And, I mean, I guess maybe the only thing you can say is if you can get it down a little bit lower, he wouldn't have got underneath it.
That was a high throw. It was, but,
yeah, but
kind of a bang-bang play there at second base, too. So official calls him safe, and we're going to have to live with it. Orton steps in. He struck out looking his first time up, leading off the second inning. And he looks at the first strike of this at-bat as well. Swung on a miss for strike two. He's in a hole 0-2 now. Kind of an unusual stance Orton has at the in the batter's box.
Yeah, it looks like he's also using a lot of arm as well.
He has the weight of his body on the front of his toes. And it's a Rosbecker strikeout as he's down on 3 strikes. 3 straight pitches for the second out. And Wodarski will come to the plate now. He walked his first time up and was stranded at second, back in the second.
Beavers got to be feeling a lot more comfortable now that they have 2 outs here.
And Jackson puts it in there for a called strike as he looks to finish off the inning with 3 consecutive strikeouts in a row. And Wodarski helps him out a little bit there. Swung through that, come up empty, and he's in the hole now 0-2. Still looking for the first put out of the day for the Beavers. All the outs have been by the Rosbecker strikeouts. And that's just a tick inside for ball 1.
And it was indeed just a tick inside. I've seen a couple of those called strikes, but
off the glove, runner coming in from third. There's the flip.
Oh,
and he's underneath the tag. Jackson just not able to get that glove down onto him, and Max scores on the pass ball.
Yeah, had to know that the runner was going to slide into home, so get the glove down.
So 2-2 on the batter, Wodarski. And the runner from second down to third on the play as well. So a little 2-out magic here for the Bobcats. as they push 2 runs across this inning. And that's inside for ball 3. And that's a full count. And we will have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming. And that's upstairs for ball 4. And the inning will go on as Wodarski gets a Crossroads Fellowship walk as he sachets down to first base. That'll bring Percy.
What down the first base?
Sachet.
I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, Dewey, but what does that mean?
Sachet. Jackson missing down low for ball 1 here to Percy. Percy struck out on a 2-2 count back in the 2nd inning, his first time up. As Jackson evens out the count here, 1 ball, 1 strike, as Percy watched that one go by. And Jackson missing down low with ball 2, 2-1. Jackson comes set on the hill and missing outside for a 3-1 count. And that's ball 4. And Jackson has walked the bases loaded. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk will load them up here with 2 outs, and it's back to the top of the order for the Bobcats. Farrell will come to bat for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and the Bobcats getting into a much more advantageous position now. I mean, there's still 2 outs on the board, so it's like you can limit, all of this damage. I mean, not the 2 runs, but you can at least leave 3 runners stranded with 1 out here, and looks like the Beavers are talking that over and discussing that.
Well, 2 strikeouts in this inning, 1 hit, and 4 walks have converted into 2 runs for the Bobcats in this inning.
Yeah, well, and see, Dewey, it has to be tough when you feel like, what it comes down to is either you end up striking them out or you walk. But the rate that you've been walking the batters is a pretty high rate. If you told me that you either strike them out or you walk them, but most of the time you're striking them out, then that's a different story, right?
Yeah. We got 1 hit. They've only put 1 ball in the play, and it was a base hit back earlier in this inning that scored a run. And, you got to throw strikes. You got to make a play. Farrell has walked both times he's been up, and he scored the first run for the Bobcats. And Jackson gets a strike by him to put him in the hole 0-1. And Farrell swings through that pitch that was a little inside. He's in the hole now, 0-2. That's down low. It's going to get by Lathrop, and the runner's going to beat the pitcher to home plate, and it's going to score another run. And that'll put the 3rd run in this inning, Sam. And both the runners advance to 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, just have to be able to limit your own mistakes, right? Like, it is good to know that the Beavers, when they get batting, they
got him looking.
Got him.
A Ross Becker strikeout to end it. And that's why you throw strikes. Bobcats get 3 back on the board, makes it 7-4. As we head to the bottom of the third, Beavers coming to bat.
There'll be a lot of things that didn't get accomplished if it wasn't for Corry Community Foundation. They've just really been a driver behind improving the community.
3 of the organizations that I'm heavily involved with get assistance along with grants from the Corry Community Foundation.
Organizations know that they are backed up, that they have somewhere to go if necessary for their funds.
You don't have to be a millionaire. You can leave a couple $100, you can leave a couple $1,000, you can leave whatever. When everybody pulls together, it makes a big difference.
Your money is long going to outlive you for the benefit and the good of the community. So by going through the Corry Community Foundation, it will ensure that our money gets put in the places we care about here within Corry.
Why should you choose Corry Federal Credit Union? Since 1958, Corry Federal Credit Union has been committed to your community, your hometown, and to you. CFCU has accounts for all your needs like checking, savings, youth accounts, business accounts, money market, CDs, IRAs, and HSAs with rates that work for you. They have unbeatable loan rates for auto, mortgage, signature, line of credit, and business loans. They have you covered. Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, and 315 Main Street in Spartansburg. Federally insured by NCUA, equal housing lender. Membership eligibility required.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sam Fisher, and we're at the ballpark at Columbus in the bottom of the third inning. Beavers leading 7-4. And Szymanski will climb the hill one more time here for the Bobcats as we get into the bottom of the third. Beavers with 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second. Bobcats with 1 in the first and 3 in the third. And that's how we've got to the 7-4 score. And leading off for the Beavers for the second inning in a row is Schatz. And he'll line it into, or bloop it into left field, and it's going to get by the left fielder. Schatz going to tag first, and he's off to second. And the throw is not going to even get there before he gets in there. And he has 2 doubles on the day.
And that's a great way to start off the inning here, you know, get the bats rolling again. And, you know, it's you know, what I was getting ready to mention at the end of the top of the third, which was that you know that you have this to fall back on. Like, they're swinging really well, and they're scoring well in every inning so far.
So Schatz with 2 Sawyer Builders doubles. And another balk. That's the 3rd balk of the day for Szymanski. And Schatz is going to get down to third. Lathrop swings through it for strike 1. Lathrop struck out his first time up back in the second. Taking some healthy cuts in there. That's going to bounce in there. Good stop by the catcher.
Yeah, great stop indeed. Definitely could have just prevented a run.
That's way off the dish. And another nice move there by the catcher for the Bobcats to keep it from going to the backstop. Jewell doing a nice job behind the dish for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and if I'm on third, I'm getting a pretty nice lead, right? Getting ready to potentially steal home with the way that some of these pitches are looking right now.
Lathrop, another healthy cut there coming up empty. Pushes the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's a number 9 hitter, Sam, so it's back to the top of the order after Lathrop. That would be Jackson awaiting on deck. And another nice stop by Jewell. As Lathrop has worked the count full, that means we're going to have a Munns Merch payoff pitch upcoming. It's lined to first base. It'll be gobbled up. The run's going to score. But an unassisted out. Lathrop will get the RBI, and it's 8-4. And a good piece of base running there by Schatz to get in with that run.
Yeah, you knew once the connection was made, he was being sent home.
Jackson steps up to the plate now. And he fouls it down the third base side for strike one. He's walked, or I should say he walked. He had a base hit his first time up, scored in the first. In the second, he was hit by a pitch and came around and scored as well.
Yeah, and he's pulling a lot of these hits. They're like line drives going straight to the third baseman, which I think is exactly what he wants here as a leadoff hitter.
He's making some good contact, or solid contact, that's for sure. Took outside for ball one to even count 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's upstairs for ball 2, 2-1. And Jackson's going to line it into left field. It gets by the left field. They're going to roll all the way to the fence. He's around first, heading into second with a Sawyer's builder. He's not slowing down. He's going to cut it all the way to 3.
Yeah,
and misses a cutoff, and here he comes to home. Another inside the park Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run for the Beavers.
Wow, had a big hit on that, and then you got to force the outfielders to go and make the throws back into.
Well, very aggressive base running by at least there for the Beavers on that play. Makes it 9-4, and that ball really should have been stopped by the left fielder. It just scooted right on by him. As Moon will step up to the dish now. And he's way out in front of that one and blast it down the third base side for strike one. Moon 2 for 2 on the day with a stolen base and 2 runs scored. A lot of the damage for the Beavers today has been in the top of the order. The top 3 batters have scored 7 of the 9 runs.
Wow.
And that's just off the dish to even count 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is the most pitches Moon has seen all night in an at-bat. Moon gets underneath that, lifts it into center field. And center fielder coming in and overruns the play, and it's going to fall into center field. And they're running out to get it, and Moon's going to jog down to second base.
Yeah, Camden thought that maybe he had actually corralled it, and no, he didn't. And I mean, that's, you know, if you're the Beavers, I mean, you just have to know that whenever you do get a lot of those big swings, you know, if you can put it out there in the outfield. You know, they're struggling to track the ball, and I'm not really sure what it is, but they're not tracking the ball really well and getting it into the field.
It's imperative that the Beavers continue to put the ball on the play and make the Bobcats make a play as Swan hits this one to third. Throw over in time. Good play there by Mack to scoop it into the glove. It's a 5-3 put out. And there's the second out of the inning as Moon's going to get down to third on the play. That'll bring Anderson up to the dish. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out his last time up in the second. Swings through the first pitch for strike one. Szymanski will come set and deliver. It's a little low for ball one. Evens the count, 1-1 strike. And Sam, you said I said I was being greedy when I wanted that 7th run, and now it's a 9-4 ball game, and I want to see 10.
Right, and it might be important with the way that both teams are able to score right now. Ooh.
That's going to get in behind Anderson, and Moon breaks on the play, and he's safely across home plate with no throw from the catcher. And there's my run 10.
Well, you ask and you shall receive. What does Tim always say? That you don't get if you don't ask?
Something like that.
Something like that. But Tim's always sharing a lot of great wisdom with me, and I just gotta, impart knowledge with everybody else.
Anderson lines it back, the second baseman into the right field, and the center fielder knocks it down, and Anderson's going to try and stretch this into a double, and he'll be in there safely as they hit the relay instead of throwing to the bag, and Anderson in with a stand-up double. Another Sawyer Builders double on the day for the Beavers. And the aggressive base running continues here as that'll bring Braswell to the plate. 0 for 1 on a day with a walk his last time up. Anderson down at second with a Sawyer Builders double. Swung on and missed. Must be got a little piece of it because the umpire called it foul.
Yeah, it did sound like he maybe nicked it a little bit, but.
Another UTEG's Body Shop foul ball.
Yeah, and see, I didn't know that we had that sponsor, right? And so what I did during the softball game is, the ball is going to go past the catcher.
It's outside for ball one, and Anderson quickly down to third base, keeping the pressure on. And now that he's got down to third, I want number 11 on the board.
Yeah, well, I mean, with only one out on the board, it feels like
there's 2 outs.
Is there 2 outs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking
There's
at
2
the
outs.
scoreboard.
There's 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, 2 outs on the board. You are right, yeah.
Braswell got it hit well over the head of the left field. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Braswell into second, and he's not slowing down. He's going to come to third. Throw's going to get in there, but it's going to be a little late. And Braswell in with a triple. A Peace Be at the Hive triple. And I got my run 11.
You did get your run 11. Now the question is, do you want 12?
Absolutely, I want 12.
Okay, I mean, I'm just making sure because
you got a runner on
every
third,
time
you got 2
say
outs.
it.
You've had a big inning here. You got 4 runs across the plate. You've stretched your lead out to 7. Absolutely. I want to see the hit parade continue here and see as many runs as we can get.
Right. Well, see, my point is like every time that you're asking for it, you're getting it. And see, it's not even like a commentator's curse with you. It's like a commentator's blessing. You're just speaking it into existence. So maybe you need to keep doing that.
My biggest, as a former baseball coach, it was aggravating to see a runner get left at third base.
Yeah.
I can understand first or second, but to leave a runner on third, that's a big run out there. I don't care what the score is. That's a big run out there.
Yes.
You gotta get those runners home.
Yeah, for sure. And so the timeout, I'm not sure what is going on. New pitcher.
Well, we're going to have a Kearney and Ruth pitching change here. And, Sam, that means we can probably cut to a couple of sponsor breaks here and be back as action will resume after the Kearney and Ruth pitching change. Looks like Max coming to the hill for the Bobcats. He'll get warmed up, and we'll be back right after this.
Cafaro's Custom Butchering is a family-owned business located in Sugar Grove, PA. Established in 1959, Cafaro strives to meet all your butchering and meat processing needs. With a combined 55 years of meat cutting experience, Cafaro's crew provides the complete butchering experience in their fully inspected USDA facility. From hauling your animals, walking you through the ordering process with personalized cutting instructions, to processing, packaging, and freezing, Cafaro's does it all. Don't raise your own animals? Cafaro's can provide you with locally sourced beef and pork. Check out their retail freezer trade, ground beef and steaks, pork sausage, bacon, chops, and chicken. Look them up on their Facebook page at Cafaro's Custom Butchering LLC for weekly specials, or for more information, give them a call at 814-489-7844. The Corner Bar and Grills is conveniently located in downtown Corry, and the kitchen stays open until 10 p.m. to accommodate your schedule with late games and events. Can't make it to the game? Come watch it at the Corner, where they stream all the games. Cheer on your team while you enjoy our newly expanded menu of appetizers, salads, wings, burgers, and weekend specials. Their family-friendly dining features multiple dining options with their full menu available for dine-in, takeout, and easy online ordering. Don't feel like leaving the house? The Corner is Corry's only full-service restaurant available for delivery on DoorDash. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook, and check out their website at www.cornerbarcorry.com for updates on weekly events, live music, and daily specials. Stop in at the Corner tonight, where friends and family meet.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd, and I'm at the ballpark at Columbus, and we just got a Carney and Ruth pitching change as Mack has come into the hill for the Bobcats. And Szymanski went to third base, it looks like. Szymanski, bottom of the third, went to 5. Campbell was at third, and he went to, I can't tell. We'll figure it out later. Those are the changes that I have, and it looks like Fluke has come into left field. We'll figure it out when they come up to bat. But right now, it's Johnson at the plate for the Beavers. He's 2 for 2 on the day. That pitch gets off, and Braswell's going to come. They'll cover him from home. And Braswell scores from third as Mack forgot to cover home plate. Thank you for run number 12.
Dewey, you did ask. You did. And you received. And, yeah, I mean, with the pitching change, it seems like, the pitcher just, maybe wasn't thinking about it. I don't know.
Nice looking pitch there by Mack. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson with 2 hits on the day. J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hits, once in the first, once in the second. As Mack misses down low for ball 2, 2-1. Johnson, the 8th batter to come to the plate this inning for the Beavers. Everybody that's reached a board has scored. And that was inside for ball 3, 3-1.
Yeah, Dewey, and the Beavers have had a little bit of two-out magic, right?
Yeah.
I think that we've been on 2 outs for a little while.
Johnson got underneath that one into it's going to land an infield hit as the second baseman just can't come up with it.
And that's why you make that run to first just in case.
So Johnson gets aboard. That'll bring Shelton to the dish. 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up the first base his last time up to end the second inning as Mack checks the runner at first base. Campbell.
First one thrown in there for a ball.
That pitch was a ball?
Yes.
So that's 2-0. That one's right down Center Street. I'm sorry, that's never mind. I was wrong.
Nope, you're all good. You're all good. I just
Count
wanted
as
to
1-1.
help you out. I know that you're getting a little bit distracted with that scorebook over there.
Well, batted all the way around the lineup. And Shelton's in the hole now, 1-2. As I had a mark on my book to signify the last at-bat from the previous inning, I took it as a ball, but it's 1-2 on Shelton. Mack looking to close the inning here. Runners off. That's going to be a high ball. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Johnson safely down to second with a stolen base. Shots started off the inning, and he's on deck. And that's inside for ball 3 as Shelton twists out of the way of it. And that'll make it a full count. We'll have a Munz Merch payoff pitch upcoming. Swung on a miss. That's a Ross Becker strikeout, and that will end the 3rd inning. Beavers get 5 runs here and take a commanding 12-4 lead into the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back right after this.
When it comes to asphalt paving services, P2 Paving is second to none. They not only provide high quality and reliable asphalt work, but they also aim to provide their customers with the best level of service possible. Serving all of northwestern Pennsylvania, P2 Paving is the source for your asphalt paving and sealing needs. Whether it's a small home driveway or a large commercial complex, P2 Paving can handle any job. Give them a call today at 814-665-5190 or visit them online at www.p2pavingco.net. Let P2 pave for you.
When life throws you a dent, scratch, or worse, UTAG's Body Shop is here to get you back on the road. Family owned and operated since 1968, we're proud to be a 3rd-generation business. We've built our reputation on honesty, craftsmanship, and treating you like one of our own. From fender benders to major collision work, our expert team works with all major insurance providers, so you don't have to sweat the small stuff. We've spent over 50 years earning your trust, and we back it up with quality work and 100% customer satisfaction. At UTAGS, you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. Call us today at 814-663-2562 to schedule your appointment. UTAGS Body Shop, built on trust, backed by quality.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher. And we're in the top of the 4th inning here, Sam. K&E Surveyors' 4th inning of play. And we have some changes on the field. Braswell has come in to catch in behind the dish, and into left field is Kraza in at left, and Lathrop went to the bench. And leading off here for the Bobcats is Campbell, and he takes down low for ball 1. Feels like we're in the top of the 6th inning here.
Yeah, it does.
Been a long day, and we're only in the top of the 4th.
Right. I mean, you know, when you have 12 runs on one end, 4 on the other end, so many walks, and yeah, it's going to delay the game for sure.
Oh, called strike at the top of the zone, 1-2 on the batter Campbell, as Jackson is out there for a 2nd inning of work here on the hill for the Beavers. Missing down low for ball 2, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4th inning, and the Bobcats are going through the lineup for the 3rd time.
Wow.
And he's worked the count full here, Campbell has, and we'll have a Munz Merch payoff pitch upcoming. That goes in behind Campbell for ball 4. And once again, the Bobcats get the leadoff man aboard, this time via the Crossroads Fellowship walk.
So is that walk number 10 on the day?
Let's count them out here. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. 3 in the first. 4, 5. 2 more in the second. That makes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the third. That's 9. That's 10 walks on the day, and that's going to be bounced in there to Jewel. And the runner's going to try to advance down to second. Moon put the tag on.
That was actually a great throw.
That's an even better tag, but they
Yeah.
called them safe on the gotten underneath the tag there. But how do you argue that when you're up 12-4?
Right. I mean, it just feels like we're getting into a track meet a little bit.
Missing outside there. Ball gets away from Braswell, but he recovers well. And it's 2-0 on Jewel, who's walked both times he's been up. Come around and scored the second time back in the third. And there's right down Center Street for a called strike. Chop foul by Jewel. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think that's the third ball that was contacted by a Bobcat hitter tonight. One was a foul ball, one was a base hit, and that one was a foul ball. The UTEG's body shop foul ball. And there's another one as Jewel puts it over the top of the press box here. Count will stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you know, we can hear some bats ringing now, and I mean, this is what you want to do though if you're Jackson, is just force them to make a play.
Oh, got him looking with a Rosbecker strikeout. Took a little something off of it, put it right down Center Street, and got him looking. 1 away. A big Vern's Garage out here. As Mack will come up to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Came around and scored in the third. Also walked back in the first. Swinging at the first pitch, pops it up in the infield. Moon settling underneath it and makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
All of a sudden, the speed of this inning is starting to speed up a little bit. I mean,
I'm not complaining.
Right, like it's you know, it's good to see that, you know, there's the ball's getting hit, right? Whether it is some of the foul balls or some of the fly balls, but I'm sure that for the Seneca Bobcats, they would like to get some in play.
Well, Szymanski steps up to the dish here. He's the lone Bobcat with a hit today. Came around and scored the 4th run for the Bobcats in the last inning. Takes ball 1. Hits it down the first base side.
Got it.
And making a nice grab out there. Was that Anderson? Yep, Anderson makes a nice grab, and it's a quick inning here for the Beavers. As the Bobcats go quickly after a leadoff walk. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th with the Beavers leading 12-4.
We're getting ready to get back into our regular schedules. Kids are going back to school, thank God, and we are getting back into our normal routine from the summer. It's time to get back in the gym. This is Bob Brown from Corry Snap Fitness. If you were a member before, come on in and mention this ad, and I will get you a break of rejoining. If you've not been in the gym, get off your butt and get in here before the holidays, and we can get you in shape and get you going and get success. Don't forget, it's all about how you feel. This is Bob Brown from Corry Snap Fitness. Have a great day.
Healthy Smiles of Corry is committed to making sure their Corry neighbors have access to good customer service and excellence in dentistry. Offering the latest in dental technology, Healthy Smiles values their patient relationships and make it their top priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate, and complete oral care that you and your family deserve. Voted the best dental office in Corry, Healthy Smiles wants all their patients to leave their practice with a beautiful and healthy smile that they love to show off. Call to make your appointment today, 814-664-4011, or visit them online at www.healthysmilesofcorry.com.
Around every corner, there's a Napa here to keep you moving. Backed by a nationwide network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. Napa has the products, people, and knowledge you need to find the automotive solutions you've been searching for.
Stop by your locally owned Napa Auto Parts store today. J.H. Napa Auto Parts, 955 North Center Street in Corry, 85 Waterford Street in Union City, and 12661 Route 19 in Waterford.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher. We're here at the ballpark at Columbus. Beavers enjoying a 12-4 lead right now as they come to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fourth inning brought to us by K&E Surveyors. And leading off for the third inning in a row is Schatz, as the Beavers have batted through the lineup twice in the last 2 innings.
In the last 2 innings, wow.
And Schatz has had 2 Sawyer Builders doubles to lead off both the second and third inning. And he takes upstairs for ball 1. Well, the Beavers back to work with the sticks in hand here.
Whoa, that
and
was
Schatz
big
with a healthy cut there, come up empty. That'll just even the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam, Beavers back in action again on Friday here at the ballpark as they'll take on the Warren Dragons. And that'll start the weekend for us on the Deej Experience. And that's upstairs for ball 2, 2-1. Girls have a game scheduled for tomorrow. I don't remember if it was home or away.
It should be home.
I forget who they're playing.
I do forget who they're playing. I have to take a look at the schedule, but it should be home because I believe we're home all week.
Yep. Well, Schatz fouls that one off. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schatz trying to get aboard again for the 3rd inning in a row. And got him looking with a Rosbecker strikeout. Took a little off of it, just locked him up there, and Schatz will head to the bench with the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Krasa to the plate as he took over for Lathrop in the lineup. It took over left field. Swung on a miss for strike 1.
It looks like the Lady Beavers will be playing Girard tomorrow.
I do remember that now.
Yes.
Yes, they're playing Girard at home as they look to build off of that big win against Meadville. Krasa puts that back into the mesh for strike 2. In the hole, 0-2 now. And he went around. Another Rosbecker strikeout. There's 2 away. Mack throwing some heat here. It's back to the top of the order for the Beavers as Jackson will come to the plate. He scored 3 runs. He's got a base hit. He's been hit by a pitch, and he hit an inside the park Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run his last time up in the 3rd. And once again, Sam, it's a little 2-out magic here for the Beavers.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're going to be looking for, right?
As Mack bounces that first pitch in there.
I'm just waiting for you to speak it into existence, that's all.
Speak it into existence.
Yep.
Jackson fouls that off. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls it off the first base side this time. Another UTEG's body shop foul ball. Puts Jackson in a hole 1-2. As Mack looks to have a 1-2-3 inning here. And struck out the first 2 batters he's faced in this inning. Looking to strike out the side here in consecutive order. Bounced it in there for ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, got him looking. Mack does strike out the side. And the Beavers go down 1-2-3 here very quickly through the 4th inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th after a few words from some of our sponsors.
Looking to level up your skills or start a new career? The Corry Higher Education Council is here to help. They offer a wide range of higher education courses, workforce development training, and community-based classes designed for every stage of life. Whether you're earning a degree, improving your job prospects, or simply exploring something new, they make learning accessible, local, and affordable. Visit www.corryhighed.org today or give them a call at 814-664-9405. The Corry Higher Education Council, opening doors to your future.
Hey everyone, this is Missy.
And this is Erin.
And we are
Peace
Be.
Be.
We are so excited to have you come walk in our doors. We have a little bit of something for everyone. We have jeans, size
0 to 22.
And all kinds of styles of clothes from small to
3X.
We will make you feel like family. You don't have to know what you're doing. That's our job.
That's right.
Come walk through these doors. You will not be disappointed. Our address is 113 North Center Street, Corry, PA.
Welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher. We're in the top of the 5th inning. And we have another Kearney and Ruth pitching change. Camden Moon has come to the hill for the Beavers. And Wyatt Swan has slid over to shortstop. And Jackson has gone back out to center field. And it looks like that's all the changes here, as Monroe will lead it off for the Bobcats. And he swings at the first pitch. He's a little late on it. And he finds himself in a hole 0-1. And he's had 2 strikeouts on the day. And he's quickly 2/3 of the way to another strikeout. As he come up empty on that last swing. 5th inning brought to us by the Corry Redevelopment Authority.
Swung on and missed.
It's a Rosbecker strikeout, and there's one away.
That was a very quick at-bat as he swung at all 3 of the pitches Camden Moon offered to him, and a Rosbacker strikeout is the result.
Hey, this is Isaac Fluke taking his first at-bat. And he takes a called strike. Playing left field for the Bobcats. Came into the game in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's outside for ball 1. He evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the zone for a called strike, 1-2 on Isaac.
Yeah, has not taken Camden Moon long at all to get warmed up and ready to go here.
And it's a Ross Becker strikeout as he puts him down looking. 2 away here. And Moon has done nothing but throwing strikes here.
Yeah, he's literally thrown 1 ball. 1. So, yeah, he's going to look to continue that as the third batter's on the way.
That third batter being Wadarski. And he swings through the first pitch for a called strike. He's walked both times he's been up. Stranded at second his first time up. Stranded at third his second time up. And he lines this one to his third base coach. And he's in the hole 0-2 now. And it's another Ross Becker strikeout, and that's a very quick inning. As Moon strikes out the side, slamming the door shut on the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Beavers lead it 12-4.
The Corry Redevelopment Authority is a full-service development team that provides low-interest financing, real estate services, and grant assistance to businesses and nonprofit organizations with the ultimate goal of fostering investment and employment in the Corry region. Looking to enhance your business? Contact the RDA today to discuss how the Corry Redevelopment Authority can assist your business's improvement, expansion, growth, and advancement. Visit the Corry Redevelopment Authority online today at www.corryidc.org.
Hey guys, it's Jason from Mons Merch. And if you're like me, you like to see your name on a lot of things. Whether it be on some cups, maybe even some hats. We can even do earmuffs. We can do socks. Cutting boards? Yeah, we can do that too. Knives, please be careful. Ties? Even shoes. So if you have a club, if you have a business, if you're at a sporting event, if you're just wanting to see yourself somewhere, stop on down to Mons Merch and see me. Because not only can we give you customized clothing, but customized merchandising. And by the way, did you know that we do awards? Because I took first place in my own tournament someplace, but I was really good at it. Stop on down, see me. Jason, Mons Merch, right in the center of Corry. Good luck, Corry Beavers.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Sammy Fisher. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here. And Beavers coming to bat here, Sam, and we have another pitching change. Carney and Ruth pitching change for the Bobcats, as Monroe will take the hill for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 5th. And that means Mack went back to first base for the Bobcats, and Campbell back over to third base as they keep the guys in the infield. And leading off for the Beavers is going to be Mr. Moon, as he's had 3 base hits on the day and scored 3 runs.
Yeah, he's been on fire batting, and he also just provided a huge spark for the Beavers on the mound. So see if he can get the Beavers rolling here.
Well, some good senior leadership here on the squad here this year, as he'll step in here looking to get the Beavers going again. He gets underneath that, drives it into left field. And it's going back and falling down as Fluke out there doesn't make the catch, and Moon's going to get into second base. I don't know if he hit a gopher hole out there or what, but right when he went to make the catch, he kind of stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, got caught by some grass monster over there.
Turf monsters got him again for the second night in a row. As we've seen Titusville have a little trouble with this grass last night. Swan steps up to the plate now, and he takes strike 1.
I mean, it's worth mentioning, Dewey, that the winning run could be Swan.
Yeah, the winning run at the plate. The 10-run rule would be in effect if Swan's able to come around and score. Dribbles it foul down the first base side, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Swan with a home run his first time up, walked his second time, and then hit into a 5-3 putout his third time up in the third inning. As the Beavers are working through the lineup for the fourth time here tonight, Sam, in the fifth inning, 4 times through the lineup. That's
4 times, yeah.
Got underneath that one, put it up over top of the press box here. Count will stay 0-2. Protecting there, trying to stay alive in this at-bat to get another pitch here to drive something. Beavers need 2 more runs to have the 10-run rule. And that's high and inside for ball 1, 1-2. Swung on a miss. Dropped by the catcher, not caught by the catcher, and Swan's going to get down to first base.
Yeah, he just couldn't corral that one at all. I mean, it was behind the umpire for a minute, and then when he did find it, tried to pick it up, just couldn't grab it. I mean, Camden probably could have went on to third, but, I mean, playing it safe and stayed on second.
Well, that'll bring Anderson to the dish. He's 1 for 3 on the day, doubled his last time up. And he'll slide it down right field. It's going to be over to right fielder's head. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. He rounds first, and here comes Moon. Here comes Swan. Anderson on his way to third. It's going to be a stand-up triple, and that's going to be the ball game. A piece be at the hive triple for Anderson, and that's going to score 2 more runs, and that's going to make it 14-4. That's going to be your final here tonight at the ballpark at Columbus.
Wow. What a great way for the Beavers to end off there. A huge shot out to right field, and with runners already on the bases, not really too much you can do, but just hope and pray that somebody can get the ball on the infield.
Well, that'll do it here for the ball game, Sam. So let's get into our P2 Paving post-game report, hand out a few awards, and wrap things up tonight, as there's going to be no JV contest here tonight. But a solid win here for the Beavers, winning 14-4 in a shortened 5 innings. Our first award of the night brought to us by Healthy Smiles of Corry, Offensive Play of the Game.
Offensive play of the game. I mean, you can definitely go a couple different ways with it. Like, you can go with the triple that was just hit to finish the game, or you can take a look at, I believe it was in the third, we had 5 runs.
I'm going to go with Jackson with the Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home inside the park home run as our offensive play of the game, as he stroked one out into the outfield and scooted around the bases rather quickly. And that put the Beavers in a very commanding position as they extended their lead in that inning and go on to win it 14-4.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there was a lot of offense for the Beavers. So there's many different ways you can go.
The New Kitchen Village defensive play of the game. There wasn't a lot of it out there, as the Beavers end up striking out quite a few. To be honest with you, Sam, of the 15 outs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them were strikeouts.
13 of them were strikeouts.
So the defense only had 2 putouts on the day. One was a pop-up to short, and one was a pop-up to first. And I'm going to give it to Anderson with the pop-up at the end of the 4th inning. Made a nice play in behind first base, and that's going to be the New Kitchen Village defensive play of the game. Our University of Pitt-Titusville game-changing play.
University of Pitt-Titusville game-changing play. I mean, could you say, like, making that pitching change in there? Talking about whenever Camden came in and.
But I think the game was pretty much in hand there. I kind of like going back to Jackson's home run inside the park home run. I hate to double up on a single play like that, but
you like to double dip.
I'm going to double dip tonight, and I'm going to go with that play because it really kept the foot on the gas pedal for the Beavers. That made it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was 8-4 at the time, and the Beavers just continued to pour it on from there. That really just pushed them over the top. So University of Pitt Titusville game-changing play of the day is going to be Jackson's inside the park Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run back in the third inning. The Deeds Experience Sportsmanship Award. A rough outing for Szymanski, starting pitcher for the Bobcats, but I kind of liked his work ethic out there. He kept continuing to throw strikes. His defense kind of let him down a little bit here and there, but I really liked his effort there. And also, he had the lone hit on the day for the Bobcats, so I like him for the Deeds Experience Sportsmanship Award.
Yeah, there you go.
Our Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game. Any nominations from you?
That's tough because I got two in my head, which would be Camden Moon and Jackson.
Well, I'm going with Camden Moon on the day, as he went 4 for 4 on the day from the sticks. He came in and pitched a scoreless fifth inning. Actually, he struck out the side, and literally he had one ball in that half inning of pitching. He just was throwing smoke, and he was throwing strikes. Did a nice job of slamming the door shut there, and he absolutely got that offense rolling here today. So Camden Moon in back-to-back games here. Another Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game award goes to Camden Moon, as he is the senior, one of the seniors on the squad this year, and he's going to get that award. So closing thoughts tonight?
I mean, Beavers, had a pretty good showing overall. I mean, there's definitely some things that they would like to clean up, and I'm sure that you don't like to see as many batters get walked, but they were able to mitigate a lot of the damage, and I think that the Seneca Bobcats have a pretty good group, but obviously, with only 10 players on the team, right? You feel like there's not really too much you can do. You don't have the versatility at the pitching position and, maybe some of the other spots. So good showing for the Beavers, and I think that the Seneca Bobcats have a pretty good future, hopefully, once they get more players coming in the program.
So, again, Beavers back in action again on Friday here at the ballpark at Columbus, taking on the Warren Dragons, as they will come in with a 2-0 record. The Beavers will. So I don't know what the Dragons' record will be, but for tonight, the Beavers victorious once again, taking care of business, doing what they needed to do to get the victory on their home ball field. And that will wrap things up here tonight from the ballpark at Columbus. We'll see you again on Friday. Don't forget about Thursday, Beavers taking on the Girard Yellow Jackets in softball action. So tune us in for that, or come on out and support them on the field, as they will be home. So for Sammy Fisher, I'm Dewey Hurt. Thanks for tuning us in, and hope you enjoyed it as much as we had fun doing it. So until we meet again, we're going to say God bless and good night.